Hi, loves. Medium Michaela Martin, back with the Ananda family or the Christ Phoenix Wedding Academy family, either way you want to put it, on this October 12th, 2024. Surprise! Hi, loves, hi, loves, hi, loves. We hope all is well with you, loves, the peace, love, light, oneness, and truth that we share with you and we send to you in as we are one, loves. We weren't going to come back originally officially until the 22nd of October, but Sananda Yeshua informed me that he wanted us to continue doing what we do for all of you brothers and sisters that are ready and willing to receive and have an open mind and heart. So here we are. But just a little disclaimer, loves. Sometimes egos can get in the way. So this is why we say, loves, take what resonates and leave the rest. Do not shoot the vessel. I know not what Yeshua was going to say or do, so please keep an open mind and heart. Thank you so much for joining us, loves. This is the first video we've done in a very long time, in a few weeks at least. So thank you, loves, for sticking around. For those of you that have stuck around, thank you, thank you. We love you. And you can share us with open-minded and open-hearted brothers and sisters, if you wish. But today, loves, for our comeback video, is what I'm going to call it, our comeback video, a question was posed by my sister Kimberly from Spiritual Growth Journeys a week or so ago, that she wanted Sananda Yeshua to address for all of you and the truth behind it. And again, you can go to her website, spiritualgrowthjourneys.com, for more information and details, and her YouTube channel, Spiritual Growth Journeys. If you've not already subscribed, please feel free to do that, because we work together 24/7, and you're in good hands with her as well. But as we've often said, take what resonates and leave the rest, loves. Do not shoot the messenger. And the topic was, when people are praying to you, Sananda Yeshua, how do you hear all their prayers, asking for help and forgiveness and peace and light and love? How do you hear all their prayers, and how do you respond to all their prayers at one time? That is the question that Sananda Yeshua will be addressing for all of you, loves, today. Being that we're already grounded as a family, we ask the firewall of protection to be up within and around brothers and sisters at this time, as we only consent to light and love. And in all darkness, Father, Mother, must be transcended and transmuted in Saint Germain's violet flame of transmutation, as we do not consent to any treacherous or impostors. Only the beings of this family of light and love can step forward in the purity of light and love and truth being given. I intentionally raise my vibration frequency as high as I may go, so I may be a clear, open channel for you, Sananda Yeshua, as I let go of my ego and bias to do so, with a pure heart of light and love. I ask you, Brother Zadkiel, to place a multi-layer, multi-dimensional, invisible shield of protection, of light and of love around brothers and sisters and our family and technologies that may or may not be used at this time. And I ask you, Brother Uriel, to calm the background noise so they only hear the truth of these messages of light and love from our family to them. And so it is. We ask you, Father, Mother, Adonai, and the universe to return to sender all negative things or darkness that has been or will be directed toward us as a family and brothers and sisters as well as a collective. As we do not consent, do not consent, do not consent. Across all time, spaces, places, ultra realities, and parallel universes. times 1,000 in the name of Yeshua the Christ. So it is done. And remember, loves, keep an open mind and heart. And remember always, we love you. And again, indeed, greetings unto you, beloved brothers and sisters of light divine. For indeed, that is what you are, as the I am that I am. For indeed, I am indeed your beloved brother and friend and equal, the one you've known throughout your time and space as Sananda, Yeshua the Christ. I come not for myself, but for you. For the Holy Child is but one, and I love you, dear ones. It is with great joy that we come forth yet again where one perceives oneself to be in the heart of Christ, that is, shared by all, through this, my beloved sister, the conduit of one Yeshua ben Yosef. It is in this way, dear one, that we speak yet again upon a topic that was presented to us by our beloved Kimberly. As she has asked one Yeshua, what happens to the prayers that humanity prays to you, and how do you answer them all at once? And can you answer them all at once? We will start, beloved, by beginning this teaching with a simple answer, dear one. And the answer is no, dear one. One Yeshua ben Yosef cannot answer these prayers all at once, dear one. One Yeshua is not able to hear all the prayers at once, dear one, that has been or will be directed toward me or at me, dear one. The prayers that you have been programmed to say in the name of Jesus or Yeshua, I cannot hear all of them, dear one. Nor can I answer them all, dear one. For I indeed can only be in 3 places at one time, dear one. And those 3 places at one time is what we would refer to as bilocation, dear one. Wherever I am at the moment, I can split my consciousness into 2 other places for a total of 3, dear one. Does that make sense for you? One Yeshua cannot be everywhere all at one time, dear one. Contradictory to what your societal structures have programmed you to perceive and therefore believe, dear one. Because indeed, that is a lie, dear one. That is a belief. Does that make sense for you, dear one? The truth being, I can only be in 3 places at one time, dear one. One Yeshua is very busy, dear one. But we will say unto you that your prayers, whether they are addressed to one Yeshua or any member of the Ananda family or any deity that you perceive outside of yourself, does not get unanswered, dear one. Because it will get distributed to whomever can facilitate the most help for you, dear one. There is no, should we say, right or wrong way to pray, dear one. As we have previously stated in a video, dear one, it becomes your intention behind it, dear one, that is the key to, therefore, shall we say, unlocking the door. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? Therefore, we say unto you that when you are praying to the Jesus character, that you have been programmed to proceed as I am. You are not speaking to one Yeshua or praying to one Yeshua, but the dark ones, dear one, and worshiping their false god, dear one, known as Zeus, dear one. Does that make sense for you? You are not therefore praying to one Yeshua, but one darkness. And one Yeshua is, just as you are, of light and love. I am your equal, your beloved brother and friend, dear one. There is a reason behind these words that one Yeshua speaks, beloved friends. I am indeed your beloved brother and friend and equal, dear one. I am no better or less than you. You are as I am. You are God, as am I. We are all one and the same, dear one. Does that make sense for you? So rather, pray to a deity outside of yourself. Pray to the Goddess within you. The Father, Mother, Creator, Abun, consciousness within you. Does that make sense for you? Not in a being outside of oneself, with a certain, shall we say, image or expectation of your duality, dear one. For the same power that dwells within me also dwells within you, dear one. Does that make sense for you? For ye are God. Are you not, beloved friends? Therefore, when you are praying to one Yeshua or the J name, you are not therefore praying to one Yeshua, but all your prayers are going into what we will call a distribution pool, so that the beings of light can facilitate more help for you, dear one. Whether the prayers are directed at me, one Yeshua, or someone else, it doesn't matter, dear one. For indeed, as one Yeshua has simply said, one's consciousness can only be in 3 places at one time, dear one. Does that make sense for you? So it is impossible for one Yeshua to answer the prayers of your Holy Mother, beloved Earth, and all of her inhabitants. It is impossible for one being to do all things. In that, shall we say, regard, dear one. We will use the term, it is simply of your duality that you have been programmed to proceed, that you need saving, dear one. And by praying, you are saving yourself. When you pray to Jesus, you are saving yourself and asking for forgiveness, dear one. But this is not so, beloved. You are not sinners, dear one. You are not imperfect beings upon your Holy Mother, beloved Earth. But the dark ones have programmed you into perceiving that you are unworthy, that you are not of love, but of darkness, and you are evil and negative beings upon your planet. But the opposite, beloved ones, is true. You are as I am. You are love. You are peace. You are light, dear one. All of you are prince and princesses of peace upon your Holy Mother, beloved earth. Does that make sense for you? All of you are worthy enough and are perfect in the eyes of the Comforter Creator. It is only your world of duality and of your programming of false beliefs that gets the, therefore, ego in the way, and therefore being of unworthiness comes into your consciousness, dear one. Does that make sense for you? For one, Yeshua is indeed as you are. There is no difference between you and the I am that is Yeshua the Christ. When you were praying to a deity outside of yourself, you were doing so because you have been programmed to do so, dear one, by the world of darkness and illusion and separation, when in reality, separation does not exist. Only the reality of love exists. Separation only exists when your duality perceives that, should we say, there is fear. There is no fear, but your consciousness conjures up fear and separation and ego. Because, in truth, that is your divine free will of choice, dear one. To think that ye are God, but you are indeed separate from that one, is indeed your choice. You are not, therefore, separate from that deity that is the Father, Mother, God, of one consciousness from within you, dear one. You are that great I am. Many beloveds have prayed to one Yeshua, asking one Yeshua for help, clarity, peace, guidance, protection, love, wisdom, strength, understanding, contemplation, everything, dear one. But one Yeshua cannot hear all of you, because in truth, I can only be in 3 places at one time. There is no way that one Yeshua can be all over the world all at one time. Even though your consciousness has programmed you to perceive one Yeshua as an ascended master apart from you, dear one. You are your own masters of your own duality. You are as I am. These prayers that are presented to one Yeshua go to where they are needed most, so they can be, should we say, distributed to the being of light that can assist indeed at this time. In your prayers, you are not focusing inward, but rather praying to a deity outside of oneself. Rather, the truth is found within you. The truth is simplicity, beloved friends. Simplicity is love. Simplicity is peace. Simplicity is compassion, tenderness, mercy for oneself and others. Simplicity is forgiveness. Forgiveness of oneself and others. Trust, trust, trust in the God, Goddess, self of you, dear friends. As ye are God, dear one, are you not? You are the one that you need to be praying to, not one Yeshua, not one Buddha, not one Kuan Yin, not one Krishna, or anyone else that you would perceive yourself to be apart from. For we are indeed as you are. One needs only to be praying to the God source, Goddess source within you. Ask, and it shall be given unto you. Seek, and ye shall find. in your inner-knowingness or understanding. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? The way to the heart then is through meditation and inner focus, as my beloved sister would say, dear one. It is not simply in a matter of just praying to oneself, but focusing one's intention, knowing how to do so, dear one. To which we will say unto you, our beloved Kimberly has classes on how to meditate and or pray that one Yeshua has instructed her to give to all of you on her website, dear one. To which I will have my beloved sister link the information somewhere for you. But in truth, beloved friends, when one is praying to one Yeshua, I cannot hear all of you. I know the prayers are coming in under my name or the name that you have been taught to call me. But indeed, I cannot hear you or read them all, dear one, or see all of you. Because indeed, I can only be in 3 places at once, dear friends. And let us say this one more time. This does not mean when Yeshua does not love you or does not want to be with you. This means that one Yeshua can only split one's consciousness 3 ways, dear one. Does that make sense for you? As one Yeshua has simply said, there is no exclusivity or uniqueness or specialness, dear one. We are all equal to you as you are to us. Many upon your planet have asked one Yeshua, can you come be with me? Can you come save me? Can you come heal me? Can you come? To which we say unto you, dear friend, you are your own Savior or salvation. By changing your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and perceptions of your world of duality or the world around you, dear one. Going within to the chambers of the heart. Being still and listen to the heart. The still small voice in the head that is but love. I simply call it the heart to differentiate it from the intellect, dear friends. Or the egoic consciousness, dear one. Does that make sense for you, dear one? Because the ego in truth will say, you need to do better. Or you should do this, or you should do that. When the heart says everything of light and love, that is the God force within you, dear one. Be still and know that ye are God. It is not important to pray outside of oneself in your world of duality, but rather to go within. This indeed is what your churches and your forefathers and your religious leaders and your judicial systems do not want you to understand, the importance of going within. This is why they have programmed you out of darkness to perceive that you need saving. And you need to pray to one Jesus. And you need to be redeemed and cleared. But this is not so, dear one. You are your own savior of your own duality. You are the masters of your own duality of creation. You, that is the God force within you, are as I am. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? So in truth, the truth shall not be hidden from you. When one seeks, one will find, and when one does seek, one will indeed be troubled. For your world of duality is not of your perfect divine creation, but is made an error, dear one. An error to thinking that one can be separate or apart from the deity that is God within you, dear friends. Does that make sense for you, beloved ones? The power that dwells within you also dwells within me, one Yeshua. I am God, as are you, dear one. You are the Buddha. You are the Christ, that which I am. You are the Redeemer. You are the one that repents, dear one. Meaning, you are the one that needs to rethink your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and perceptions. And live from the heart rather than the ego, dear one. And what does this mean? Letting go of judgment, fear, doubt, anything of the third density consciousness, and raise one's beingness to a level of a vibration of love, that which you are. This simply means one shall not tolerate error within oneself, as God only creates perfection, not imperfection, dear friends. You are perfect just as you are, but your ego of man's consciousness has programmed you of imperfection and of mistakes, dear one. There are no mistakes. There's only choices, love or fear. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? So therefore I say unto you, dear ones, and please listen carefully. When one is praying to one Yeshua, your prayers are being heard by the collective pool, dear one, should we say, of ascended masters. But one Yeshua cannot answer them, dear one. For one Yeshua is not capable of being in more than 3 places at one time. For a reason, dear one. We were asked by this, our beloved sister, what can this planet do for you, Yeshua? To which we will say unto you, dear friends, and please listen carefully. Pray for peace. Pray for love. Pray for healing. For your Holy Mother, beloved Earth, and her inhabitants, and oneself. Pray, 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 dear one. For the healing of this planet. Pray for the peace that is to be bestowed upon this planet. Pray for the truth to be unveiled, dear one. Yet again. Pray for the awakening of your planet, beloved friends. Pray for peace, as indeed I am. The power of the collective consciousness is in your hands, beloved friends. It is simply, should we say, in your world of terminology, a domino effect. When one prays for peace, one will carry it on to a domino effect to another beloved brother or sister. Pray for peace and love upon your planet yet again, beloved friends. For all of you are prince and princesses of peace, dear friends. This indeed is your job, to be as I am. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? For I am indeed the one you've known simply as Sananda, Yeshua the Christ. And I am indeed but the Prince of Peace, as are you, dear ones. I am the bringer of truth, the restorer of peace and truth upon your Holy Mother, beloved Earth. I come with my sword of truth to bind all darkness and liberate the pure in heart. So in truth, peace may reign again, and truth shall set you free. And so indeed it is, dear ones. And so indeed it is. I am as you are. And so it is.